thoracic region, abdominal region, and caudal region, صح? Okay, right? And then you go for this one. Still the formalin is too much, so you need to wear your mask, okay? And take your time. Every 3 of you or 4 can be together. Just to make it a little bit better for your observation. Okay. Another thing is this, the thoracic region here. This is, we need to open it up later. This is the sternum. Remember the sternum? sternum اللي هو العظمة اللي هني اللي في الوسط. Okay. So from here, if I cut it a little bit straighter to go up through the thoracic, I hope I will not damage anything. You can open it up like that. Okay, so can you see the diaphragm?
Yes.
Diaphragm. تشوفون الحجاب الحاجز صح؟ هذه تشوفونها؟ المصور تشوفه؟ كهو. Okay. And here in this region, which is the thoracic region, you are looking at what? At the lungs and the heart. Hello اللي بعيدين. ترى ما في وقت إن نعيد، إذا ممكن تكون قريب زين، بس إذا ما في مكان بعدين مشكلة. Okay, so here the lung is also few, يعني more than one part, one piece. So this is the heart. You can see the atrium, 2 atria, and ventricle. Okay. So what is obvious in the general view? You can see the liver. Liver is actually, if you count them, 1, 2, 3, and 4. 4 parts. أكو 4. زين. بعدين من هني نفتحها شوي. What is this? Abdomen. أقول stomach. Stomach, and you are looking at in between this area, the pancreas gland. And then you go for the intestine. The bottom here, you see the spleen is very long. Spleen. عود له. هذا السبلين تحت المعدة. عود السبلين. البنكرياس هني موقعه، المفروض يكون هني في هذا المكان. هني هاي الغدة اللي هني. Okay, so the pancreas is in between here before the abdomen starts, which is the small intestine. And then you have this مساريقة اللي نقول عليه mesenteries, and you can see all the veins and arteries going to this. Mesenteries is to hold all this together. So you either open it up and take it out, or just like this is fine. I think it's very good actually, this one very clear. So here is the cecum. Follow up the digestive system, and then you can see you are going where exactly. Large intestine ينتهي لشنو؟ للقولون النازل صح؟ This is the descending colon. I want to open up a little bit from here so I can see what I'm going to look at here. Is the glands which are here. This is the reproductive glands. This is the urinary bladder. And here, yeah, this is the urinary bladder, the 2 at the side. And this is the, let me see, this is the penis or the copulatory organ. And we need to cut it a little bit more. So to see the other part, أخليها قصة شوي أكثر. الحين بنروح له، بس لازم نقص شوي أكثر من هنا. Here I wanted to show you these glands as well. These are all glands, salivary glands, lingual اللي هو يروح حق اللسان، كلهم يفرزون saliva. Okay, there is here trachea, which I want to cut a little bit to show you. I think I will take the chest, ممكن نشيله نطلعه برا عشان نشوف شيء ثاني تحته. At least one side يعني. تراكية المفروض نشوف شوفوا الفينا كافا اللي هو كلش كبير. فينا كافا coming back some muscle. يبي له تشيلون العضلات شوي من هني. اوكي تشوفون شيء مثل غضروفي هو. هاي شنو الحين؟ This one. Can you see it? This one. I don't like the tail, so I'm going to cut the tail. Okay, because it's going to go inside. Okay, trachea. تشوفونها الحين؟ أنا قاعدة أوضح بس من صوب واحد. هاي الغدد اللي هي salivary gland. Before you go for upper part اللي هو lower jaw, upper jaw, scissors اللي هو هني الأسنان. So the nostril, the respiratory system starts from the nostril going into the something called larynx اللي هي الأحبال الصوتية هني تكون في هالمكان. Larynx and then trachea. So if you follow the trachea, you should see two parts, and the two parts going inside the lung. But don't try to cut too much because you want it clean. I can see also the carotid artery. تشوفونه؟ وايد حلو. Carotid artery going up, and then the vein is in the blue. So before we remove a little bit here, some of the fat or something, and then you can see the trachea branching into two, going into the lung. So this is the lung. Lung بعد لونه شوي أحمر. زين. أحمر غامق شوي. And you can see the two branches of the trachea going like this, يعني dividing into two. Okay, then I don't want to damage it for you. You can start from the heart and then find out the major veins. I can see the caudal vena cava going from here. Can you see it? It's the blue one. If you remove the diaphragm or cut it, is no problem. You can cut a little bit through it, like this. And then you can see the major vein. تشوفون ايش كبره؟ براويكم اللي ما قادرين تشوفون من داي. إنزين. So this is bringing the blood from everywhere else. So you have also the heart, I mean the liver, and then go underneath it. You will see the vein اللي هو hepatic vein. hepatic vein. تشوفونه؟ الأزرق. Okay. Now the caudal vena cava, you move this a little bit up. Don't cut it, but move it a little bit. You can see everything else. Can you see the major one, which is the caudal vena cava? كبير كلش. وهذا اللي يتوزع يتفرع يروح مني ومني. This one is what? Going into the kidney. أكو kidney. محمد تشوف الكدني؟ إيش عندك؟ أوكي أنت؟ أوكي كهوة. هني هذه شنو renal vein. وفي فين جاي من الظهر من العضلات الذلين هذه جايين من مكان اللي هو من الخلف. This is the adrenal gland. I'm pointing to it. Sure. On top of the kidney is the adrenal gland, and the vein coming from there is the adrenal vein.
فوق الكدني؟
فوق الكدني. لاحظوا اليمين، هذا اليمين صح؟ سلموا على الفار. دائما اقول كذي الطلبه يضحكون علي. زين لما تسلمون على هذه يعني هني اليمين. اوكي فهاي شنو شويه ارفع من ذي صح؟ حلو ها؟ وايد واضح. Okay, now this is the male which we need to dissect at least part of the reproductive organ. This is the external العضو الذكري كهو. وبعدين في عندنا التستس. So if you remove the skin, you will see the reproductive system completed. The two testes are down, so this is a mature male, and you can see the epididymis. Very quick. And from inside you can see, this is at the base of the anus, by the way. لاحظوا هذه هني الانس تحت. Okay. The female also, there are two openings. One is the anus, one is the reproductive system opening. A little bit. اوكي خلينا نشوف الغدد اللي هنا. هاي الابيديديمس بعد، وفي غدد تناسليه، الغدد التناسليه، وفي فات بعد على خفيف. So this is the urinary bladder كهما. زين. وعندنا شنو؟ هاي الغدة البروستات أو بعد في له اسم ثاني. Prostate gland, or there is another name for it. There are 3 different glands here. Copper gland. All of them are to do with the male hormones, and it's a part of the hormonal system. These are fat. These are fat. By the way, the kidney is all covered, cushioned by fatty tissues. You see, all this is fat here. So if I'm going to open this one a bit. وبعدين احط هني دبابيس مثلا بيكون احسن. Okay, here. So if you go back again for the systemic arch, الشباب اللي قاعدين يسولفون ممنوع. زين نبي نشوف الحين systemic arch and then I will leave you free. So here you go for the this is the gland which is here, thyroid by the way, there are thyroid gland and parathyroid. هذه الغدة الدرقية. زين نرفعها شوي. إذا شلناها شوي عشان نشوف شنو systemic arch. You need to remove the little bit of the gland. You can see the systemic arch كهوة. شوفونا؟ And you can see the carotid artery going up, and then the subclavian is going underneath the arms here. So a little bit of opening, not too much. A little bit of opening, or taking the cage هذا, the cage طريق. A thoracic cage, you can try to open it up, but don't cut too much. If you are going to cut anything, cut from one side, so you are not losing too much. And dissection, which is good, I want to keep it for the exam, so don't throw them out, okay? دبدوب هاي فار. زين.
شنو في دكتورة؟
دبدوب. لاحظوا في أوعية دموية تروح حق الأيادي صح ولا لا؟ إذا شرحنا هني بعد بنشوف كم صبع عنده، كم دجت، هاي كلها كل شيء في له شريان ووريد. So you can see them all very clearly, but you need to open your manual and find out all the names, okay? This is it. So subclavian. أنا إحنا ندور على الأحمر لأن مو بالأزرق، الأحمر ونسوي كذي نشوف السبكليفيان متفرع من هني يروح كذي ومن هنا تحت. Okay, let me examine you people who are nearby. Now what I'm going to look at diaphragm. أشيله شوي بس ما نشيل وايد. والرئة هني هذه شنو الأحمر؟
dorsal aorta.
Good. Aortic arch, dorsal aorta. صح. Good. Okay. And then if you go here for this one going into here, this one, the red one, renal artery and renal vein. And here is the one which is going at the back and to the muscle. They are intercostal, اللي هم يتفرعون بعدين تفرعات أصلا. So some of them are going to be smaller and smaller. You need tissues also to dry this area. I wanted to show you the hepatic portal vein, very important, and it's very large. wanna be terrorism here. Okay. اللي لاصق في الكبد شنو the major one going to the heart. تشوفونه شلون؟ واضح كلش. اللي طالع من الكبد ورايح للهارت في اثنين، في واحد اسمه hepatic vein العادي الصغير، وفي اللي جاي من الجسم، اللي جاي من الجسم ورايح للكبد، وبعدين من الكبد يروح للقلب. هذه اللي رايح للكبد نقول عليه شنو؟ hepatic portal vein. Okay? And these are part of the digestive system مثل ما قلنا، ما في مشكلة. وهذا السبلين، لاحظوا السبلين وايد عود كأنه كبد. Okay, any question before I call other people to come?
Where's renal portal?
sorry. Reproductive system اللي هي شو يسمونه vas deferens is this one here near the kidney, but it's not very fresh. I wanted to show you the female reproductive system before you go. نقدر نسويه بشكل سريع بعد. Just to show you a little bit here before it's too late. كم الساعة؟ 200 عشان كذي الربع. اوكي. فهني لما تفتحون اذا عندكم فيميل بتشوفون هذه شو يسمونها اليوترس الرحم. زين؟ وبتشوفون هذه لازم افتحها شوي اكثر. هي مو ماتشور لو هذه كان في البيبيز مني داخل. لما تروحون تحت تشوفون الفات وتشوفون الرحم اكاهو. This is the two uteri. One is here and one is here, and then you go for the external the urinary bladder اكاها نفسها المثانة. بعدين الفاجينا والinternal, I mean to the external of the body or exit the body. I'm going to open this up little bit more, but you can start dissecting your own rat. شوي أكثر نقص female وميل نفس الشيء ما عدا الجهاز التناسلي. Don't worry about it. In the exam, if it is a reproductive system question, we will bring you male or female. Okay. Again, from the digestive system part, you will see from here salivary gland. You can see the mouth. I'm not going to repeat. By the way, these are whiskers. أعضاء الحسية مثل الشنب موجودين على الأبر lips. يسمونهم فبريزي. افتح القفص الصدري شوي عشان نشوف الهارت. Okay, and then you put the pen here and here. أبغى أشوف تشريح نظيف. شباب اللي هناك نبي أبايا أشوف تشريحكم زين ولا مو زين. اوكي نظيف أبي تحطون فيه دبابيس وكل شيء. Okay, the only difference between this is very good by the way, it's better than this because it's small. I want to show you just the reproductive system. تشوفون هذه الرحم. هذا الرحم هني نهايته هني الأوفري.
دكتورة لو كان منتفخ شوي بيكون يعني في جنين؟
ايه اذا كان منتفخ بيكون في جنين. ابي افتحها شوي كذي. لاحظوا هني هاي نهاية ممكن كلينكس شوي او نحط عليه ماي. هني الاوفري. اوكي. بعدين هاي الرحم مني وهني رحم فنقول عليه يوتراين هورن. وهني اللي هو المثانة. The uterus is this one and this one. Uterus is big. to accommodate more than one baby. And here is the vagina, and then the opening to the external. And then there is here, which I cut, was the anus. So there were two openings. You see one here.
هاي اللي الفاجينا.
هذه الذيل، أنا قصيت الذيل. شوفي الرسمة. أي هاي نهاية الجهاز، نهاية. في عندكم الانس، شوفوا هذه الانس هني، وهذه الاوبننج اوف ذا فيميل. اوكي. وبعدين في عندكم هذين اللي هم الغدد، يعني غدد تناسلية. اوكي. Now here, this is the end of the digestive system. So this is the anus there. Can you see it? This is the anus. Okay, if I go back in here, you can see the liver, you can see the intestine, cecum, and then you go back up here, you will see the stomach. Pancreas is like, sometimes it's big, sometimes it's small. This is pancreas, and this is the spleen. Okay, so liver is few parts in here, more 1, 2, 3, 4 parts. Then if you go to the thoracic region, you see the heart and the lungs. The lungs also few part, يعني more than one part. So you can see, again, you need to hold it here with the bobbies. The bobbies نموذجين. Okay, heart, ventricle, 2 ventricles, 2 atria. And if you go up a bit here, we saw the trachea. I think we can see it from there now. This is the trachea. We removed the thyroid gland a little bit, high thyroid gland. شلناه شوي. بس لا تشيلون وايد أشياء. What is good about it here, that you can see the trachea, you can see the box here, larynx, which vocal cord is.
دكتورة حديد التراكية مرة ثانية.
هاي كلها الغضاريف تشوفون في حلقات تشوفونها مثل الإنسان بالضبط يعني. Okay, and what is nice about this dissection is that you can see the caudal vena cava from both sides, and then if you start from here, following up the blue color only, you can see the hepatic vein, you can see the hepatic portal vein. How do you know that this is portal? Because it's coming from the organs, going into the liver, whereas this one going from the liver directly to the heart. Okay, so the one which goes for the mesentery, we call it anterior mesenteric. It starts from the let me finish the vein first, the blue one. Okay, so the one which is coming from the caudal region, this is the iliac here, right in the middle, coming from the femoral, from the hind legs, from the back legs, and then it goes continue here, renal, لاحظوا renal, وفينا كافا كايا هذه الكبيرة، هذه يسمونها caudal vena cava، بعد تستمر تروح للقلب. Okay, so continuing, going into the heart, and then if you go from here, you can see a branch going to the lungs. The branch which is going to the lung, نقول إيش نسميه pulmonary artery, pulmonary vein اللي هو راجع من الرئة ورايح للقلب. Okay, so the vena cava, if you notice, the vena cava is 2 parts, surrounding the heart and then going down. هذه الكبيرة هذه، يعني إذا جبت لكم في الامتحان وغلطتوا فيه بذبحكم. Okay, فينا كافا وايد حلو واضح كبير.
هذا حلو.
إذن الحين ال arterial system, you look at the red one. This is the systemic branch, divided into 5 parts. Two of them are going back to the heart, نقول عليه coronary arteries, and then carotid going up the way, and then you have one going for the subclavian, going under here, the red one. شفناه من الساعة. Okay, some of the branches are going for the vertebral column, for the muscle at the back, and then you follow it up. You see each organ has renal, for example. You can see a red one. Okay, tweezers. You can see the renal vein very clear and the renal artery. Can you see it? اكو الاحمر وتشوفون الازرق. بعدين في شيء يروح حق الادرينال gland. This is the adrenal gland. You can see the vein and the artery for the adrenal gland. في بعد هني قصنا احنا الديافراغم. The vein and the artery going for the diaphragm is called phrenic. يعني تخيلوا كذي كل عضو في له وريد وفي له شريان. Okay, the male system. You can see this is the urinary bladder, and then you go down. You can see the male reproductive system اللي هو هذه أول شيء نبتدي جزء منه. بعدين التستس مهم لأن بتشوفون السكورترم اللي هو الكيس الخارجي، وتشوفون المنطقة اللي فيها الإبيديدمس. والتستس is actually tubules coiled around itself, and then part of it is connected with the, if you notice here, the kidney with the two ureters. هذا الجهاز التناسلي مع الإخراجي تقريبا excretory system and reproductive system are very closely related to each other. So you can see connection between the testes. Can you see the tube? This is the vast difference. Vast difference. في وصلة بين الجهاز التناسلي مع الجهاز اللي هو هذا الإخراجي. Okay? So there is a connection, and you can find it by putting the manual in front of you and find the location of everything. Another thing I mentioned is that the kidney, the right kidney is a bit up and the left one is a little bit down. Okay? شنو بعد ما قلنا؟
دكتورة سيلياك واضح هنا؟
اي السيلياك أول تفرع من الدورسال أورطة. من هني هذا الديافراغم في الطريق لأن خلينا نشوفه. هني هذا أول تفرع يروح حق الأحشاء نسميه السيلياك. أول واحد. بعدين هذا كله الدورسال أورطة طبعا. الدورسال أورطة ينقسم في النهاية إلى اللي هو الكومن إلياك ويصير فيمورال والسياتيك، نفس التسميات اللي قبل عارفينها. اوكي